Hello everyone, my name is an engineer wala and I am a student of Rehan School Orangi Campus. Today my topic is wow the organ of an expressions of spirit. In this topic I will talk with Maya. I will ask questions and Maya will answer. This talk for learning and sharing ideas. The word wow is very common. People use it when they feel spirit, happy or excited. It is a small word, but it show big feeling. Now I will talk with Maya about this word and its meaning.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hello, Maya.
I heard hello, Ma. Is that right?
Maya, what does the word wow mean?
Ooh, the word wow. Ah, that's a good one to dig into. It's surprising how much history something so simple has. It actually shows up really early in language. People think it started as mimicking human sounds, like cooing. For a long time, it was just this basic expression of surprise or delight. But things got interesting in the 1700s when theatrical performers started using it. Became almost like a performance, the way they emphasize it. Then the word really took off in the 19th century when people realized it'd make a perfect onomatopoeia. Now we use it all the time, sometimes totally casually, other times with real excitement. Pretty wild for one tiny word. What made you curious about it?
When do people say wow?
That's a good question. There's a lot more to it than just being surprised. People say wow to signal they're genuinely impressed, like when someone shows off something amazing. But it's also become this polite response, almost like a verbal nod when someone shares something good but not earth shattering. You hear it when your friend shows you their new shoes, right? Sometimes it's a bit of sarcasm, that flat wow when something disappointing happens. And I think people use it when they're trying to buy time, like if someone tells them something unexpected and they need a moment to process. What about you? When do you find yourself saying, wow?
Uh,
Mm hmm. Okay, take your time.
is wow uh, is wow a happy word?
A happy world? That's a really sweet way to put it. Sounds like you're in a good head right now. Is something specific feeling particularly happy for you today?
Where do people like this word?
That's actually pretty interesting. People across tons of different places and cultures use something that sounds like wow or a similar exclamation of surprise. Even linguistic research showing these surprise sounds are almost universal. It's like humans are naturally wired to make that whoa sound when they're taken aback. But even beyond that, wow itself specifically became huge with American pop culture in the early 20th century when it was used in songs and movies, which makes sense, easy to remember, catchy, and captures a feeling instantly. So it's traveled pretty far and wide. What made you wonder where people use it?
Do you think wow is an old word?
Hmm, that's a good instinct to wonder about it. It definitely feels old fashioned, doesn't it? But even though it feels that way, it's actually surprisingly recent in its modern form. It popped up around the 1600s, but it was usually spelled differently back then, more like wav or woe. The short form we use now, wow, well, really took off around the 19th century. But it's interesting because what makes it feel ancient is that basic sound, that ooh ah thing. Turns out that sound humans make to show surprise is pretty ancient, way before there was even language.
Where do humans use short words for emotions?
That's such a clever question. You're onto something really fascinating about how language works. Turns out it's not just wow, we're practically wired for these tiny emotional bursts. Think about oh, huh, even just a simple ah. Those sounds cross so many languages, even ones that don't seem related. Scientists think it's a really basic instinctual way we humans communicate feeling before words even became a thing. It's like those sounds tap into something raw and immediate: surprise, pain, relief. So, yeah, short, emotional words aren't just a quirk of English. They're pretty much built into how we all feel and connect with each other. Does that make sense?
If wow used in all countries,
It's honestly kind of impossible everywhere wow is used because people say it everywhere without it being written down. But linguists have studied surprise interjections across tons of different languages. Cultures like Japan have or saisho de, which are kind of similar bursts for seeing something shocking. Across Latin America, you have wow, or something similar to it in the Andes. In Spain, they have waha, which sounds like huh. Languages like Mandarin have sounds that kind of convey that surprise too, even if they're not direct translations. What's wild is that even languages that aren't related tend to have some quick vocal reaction to big moments. Does that make sense?
can children use this word easily?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's one of the first words kids really. In fact, a lot of language researchers think that's kind of the point, that quick burst of sound like wow is more instinctive than learned. A toddler seeing something new and amazing doesn't need to learn grammar to express that. They just react, usually with a sound that captures pure feeling. So wow gets picked up super young because it's a natural response. It's almost like a sound that comes before actual language skills really develop. Kids definitely have that wow moment down pretty early on.
Can wow show spread without more words?
You're asking if wow can stand on its own, right? Absolutely. That's the thing about these instinctive expressions. They carry weight even without a full sentence. Wow can totally express surprise, amazement, even a little judgment. Sometimes it's even clearer just on its own. I bet you've been in situations where someone just says, wow, and you instantly get what they're reacting to without them adding anything more. It's kind of the emotional equivalent of using just emojis. Sometimes less really more when you're straight to a feeling.
Uh, does voice or tone change the meaning of wow?
About the boys and something about changing the meaning of wow. Can you clarify what you were asking about the boys and how that connects to wow?
Can
Take your time.
can wow be real or fake sometimes?
Oh, yeah, totally. That's a really insightful question. Wow can be completely genuine, when someone actually is surprised or impressed, but it can also be totally fake. Like that polite wow when someone shows you something you don't really care about, or the sarcastic wow happens, it all comes down to delivery, right? Tone of voice, facial expression, that changes everything. So the word itself doesn't change, but how it feels when someone says it definitely can be completely different depending on the moment. Make sense?
Okay. Bye, Maya.
Cool. Anything. Bye. Take care.
So today we learned that wow is a simple word, but it has a big meaning. It shows spirit, happiness, and strong feelings. Thank you, Maya, for this nice talk. Thank you, everyone, for watching and learning. Thank you. Bye.